Cool. All right. Looks like the next one is O.J. Simpson's legacy. Well, I was having a conversation with some colleagues of mine, and everybody seems to revert back to you know the crime that he was civilly convicted of. Because I want to make sure everybody recognizes he was not criminally convicted of the murder of his former wife. He was civilly convicted of that. I wasn't there, and I can't say for one way or the other whether he committed the crime or not. But what I do know is this: is O.J. Simpson. I'm old enough to remember the juice, and I'm old enough to remember the stuff that he did on the football field when he played football. And I do not believe that what he was civilly convicted of should be thrown in behind his name every opportunity that people get. I remember O.J. Simpson at USC. I remember O.J. Simpson at Buffalo. I remember O.J. Simpson in his later years in the NFL. He was a great football player, and he accomplished that on the field, and he should be acknowledged for that. And I say that about all sports figures. They don't have to be known as something that they may or may not have done or how they acted off the field. Babe Ruth, we know he had terrible, habits off the baseball field, but he was a damn good baseball player. I was telling Tony and my colleagues here on the podcast. We talked about Ty Cobb. And there's an award named after him. Ty Cobb was a racist. My father was living during that time, and he was very clear about what Ty Cobb was and the things he said about Black people. But he still was a very good baseball player, and we should acknowledge that. Pete Rose is another one. We take what Pete Rose did, supposedly did, in baseball, but that doesn't take away the fact that he was a great baseball player. And I think that we can separate the two. But I think there's a long history of the narrative in this country when it comes to a Black man that may have done something off the field that they don't like. So they want to label him and hang that over his neck, as opposed to telling the world what type of player he was. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to give O.J. Simpson the benefit of the doubt that he was a great football player and that he had problems off the field, which is not unusual for athletes.
And stay away.
Wake up all the builders, time to build a new land. I know we